Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to this video. So I just got 83 rune crafting and I still have this screen up because I clicked my glory and didn't realize I was getting the level. But I should have gotten that a few days ago, but I've been doing some stuff with the wilderness rejuvenation and have been really busy with other stuff IRL. So I apologize for not making a video in the past week. I did want to several times. I was planning to get a video out, but I just ran out of time. A lot of different things happened, nothing problematic, just been busy with stuff relating to my car and school and all that stuff. So when the wilderness rejuvenation came out, my friends and I decided to go to the spider boss, which was Venenatis, and we killed this about 20 times, I think, over a few hours. First time I was just doing it duo, and it was not very good duo because the special attack on this thing hits quite hard, and basically you just need a tank who will take food from everybody, and then everyone else just attacks the monster, and you don't get hit unless you're tanking it. And one thing that we did use that was really good was Vengeance, and then we had somebody Vengeance other on the tank, so whenever the monster does its special attack, then it hits a lot like that, because the special attack can hit up to 50, and you have to just be tanking it as far as I know. That's the only way that you can, there's no way to actually avoid the attack. So we killed Venenatis. We killed it I think about 20-25 times over the course of a few hours. We weren't trying to go for like max efficiency or anything, but we were just having some fun and trying things out. And we did actually end up getting a dragon pickaxe drop. It was about our 10th, 15th kill, something like that, which was really cool. And we sold that for 5.1 mil, and it was a 3-man. So we split that 3 ways for 1.7 mil each, which was really cool. And the Venenatis boss is actually quite easy as long as you know what you're doing. I mean, unless you're the tank, you basically do nothing but attack it and flick on your protect from magic and you never get hit. You just use a bit of prayer potions. And we were just ranging with broad bolts, and we weren't really risking anything besides hides. And you can get it down quite fast with a 3 or 4-man team, and it's quite good. And I'm not exactly sure what the drop rates are on the dragon pickaxe, but it's still worth around 5 mil as of now. It's probably going to drop down a bit more, but it's definitely worth doing these bosses because you're really not risking too much, and if you find a good world, then you can get a lot of kills in. And there are a fair amount of PKers, but it's not too bad, especially if you know what you're doing and can escape most of them. So the next boss I went to, I decided to try soloing some of the crazy Archaeologist, or Crazed, or whatever it is. And he's really quite easy. You just have to avoid his area attacks. And I was using hides in this because I saw somebody else using them, but shouldn't really bother because he's attacking with range, so just wear high range defense armor. And after about 5 kills, I did actually manage to get myself a drop, and that was the Odium Shard 2. And that's 1/3 of the Odium Ward, which is the range shield. And I was pretty excited about it. I didn't really know how much it was worth, and actually I still haven't sold it because there's hardly anyone buying it, and people are trying to sell them at like 400k. So I mean, it's alright, but it's not great. And for some reason, the Odium Shard 2 and Shard 1 are both like 400k, and then the third shard is like 5 mil. I have no idea why. I mean, it must be that the drop rate is different or something. I don't know why they would do that. But I did get pretty lucky with that drop. It was only about 5 kills in, and it was my first trip. So I was happy about that one. So next I heard about a method for soloing the Callisto boss, which is the bear, with mage, and it was basically just 4-iteming. And I did get PK'd a few times here, but I didn't get any G-Pick or Dragon 2H, but I did get some other interesting drops, and I just recorded a few of those. When I got PK'd, I lost like 20k, 30k worth of loot, so I wasn't really that bothered. But I suspect that this method is probably going to be patched soon because it's not really intended to be killed this way, because basically what you're doing is you're just out of range of its attacks, but it still tries to hit you. So basically you're just killing it without it being able to hit you, so you're safe spotting it. And it's more easy than it should be. I mean, I don't think these bosses should be easily soloable. I have seen videos of people soloing the other ones, but it would be quite difficult. The skeleton one, I guess, does an area attack. I haven't tried it. And I've seen people just maging it and running around constantly to avoid the area attack, but it looks like kind of a pain in the ass and it'll take kind of a while. So I am planning to buy a D-Pick, but not in the near future. I'm gonna wait until Motherlode Mine is announced and then probably buy one right away before they jump up in price a lot. And I do plan to do some mining once Motherlode Mine comes out. So next I just decided to try out some lava dragons, and they're basically like they're not bosses, they're just more like regular type combat. And I was just ranging them because I don't have a Zamrakian Hasta, and they are weak to stab, so if you have a Hasta it would be much better than ranging. And I only did about 7 kills, it was quite slow, but I was just kind of curious about it. And I did get myself a looting bag also. I just went and killed some skeletons, I think it was, in the wilderness. You can get the looting bag from any monster. And one thing that's really nice about the looting bag, besides the obvious that you can store items and then bank them, is that you can basically use it as an extra 28 bank spaces. And what I mean by this is you just take out noted items that you don't use very often in your bank or whatever, but you still want to keep. And you can't store untradables, but you could take anything tradable, put it in there in the wilderness, and then just put the looting bag back in your bank, and basically one bank space that can hold 28 bank spaces worth of items. So I did that. I just put in some items I don't really use. I have a bunch of like party hats and crap that I kind of want to keep, but I never actually wear because they're kind of crap. But I can't be bothered to sell them also. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And also it's obviously really good for the bosses in wilderness because you can make your trips last really long for things like green dragons or whatever, or lava dragons obviously, and any of the other bosses. And I haven't tried any of the skilling yet. I'm assuming that the Chinchompa spot with the 6 Chinchompas is pretty good, but I'm not really sure. I mean, if you get PK'd, it is kind of a waste of time. And I'm not sure about the resource, the place with like the cage or whatever it is that has the mining and the weird new rock crabs or dark crabs or whatever they are. And unfortunately dark crabs heal 22 and tuna potatoes also heal 22, so dark crabs are kind of pointless. I'm not sure about cooking. I'm assuming that they never stop burning, but maybe they do. Maybe they're similar to rocktails, I'm not really sure. And if so, it'll be a bit better for cooking, which is kind of interesting. I mean, the last thing we need is faster cooking XP, but it doesn't really matter at this point. But it's kind of too bad that they don't heal like 23 at least, so they'd be the best food in the game, because currently the tuna potatoes are the same as the dark crabs, and there's a lot more tuna potatoes in the game. I imagine that dark crabs will become cheaper over time, and they may replace tuna potatoes in general, but I'm not really sure about that. I don't know how the resource area works. I'm not sure if there's a bank in there or what. I imagine there must be, or else it would be kind of stupid to even bother. So I do plan to continue rune crafting now. I did have some fun with the Wilderness Rejuvenation, but nothing extremely game changing. Definitely some good updates, but nothing that's going to deter me from my rune crafting goal. So expect more videos about rune crafting and anything else you want me to talk about or whatever. Of course, I'll try to keep things interesting and not just have it all be rune crafting levels and nature runes and shit. So next thing I'm working on is buying a DFS, and I'll need about 100k nature runes to have enough money to get the DFS, and I'm at about 30k right now, like 27k I think. So I'll have that probably in a week or so, I'm hoping, maybe 2. And I'm about 330k off of my next rune crafting level, so that could take a week or more at the rate that I'm currently playing. I think I get about 30 hours of RuneScape in per week at this point, which isn't really that much, but with the amount of other stuff that I do, it's a decent amount, and it's about as much as I can really do reasonably. And this past week I've definitely played a lot less than I usually do, and that's just because a lot of stuff's been going on. I've been in conflict with the people that I bought my car from because they should repair something they didn't want to, and it was a fairly expensive repair, but I got them to agree to do it for a very low price, which I'm glad of, and I should have my car back soon, and I won't have to worry about it anymore, I'm hoping, and that will be good. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I think that's about all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed the footage of the Wilderness Rejuvenation, and I will see you guys next time. So please leave a like if you liked the video and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time.